Hello, sixth graders. Gosh, I miss you guys. I'm so sad I don't get to see you the rest of the year. I want to encourage you to contact me if you need me to Zoom you so I can see you face to face. That would be awesome. My email, smccoy@wpsok.org. Just email me if you need me to meet with you. I'm going to read week one's worksheets out loud. You should have picked up a packet at the school, or you can view them online on this webpage under where it says Distance Learning Package. And then you can view or print off these packages. So we're going to do, all these assignments are all focused on can you find the proof. So we've got a short little reading passage that I'm going to read out loud to you. And then there's 5 questions per worksheet. We want to know who, what, when, where, and why. That's text evidence. Text evidence you find in the passage. So you'll have to go back and reread and look and try to find the answers to these questions, okay? So the first worksheet is about April Fool's Day. And this is what it says. Nobody knows for sure how a silly tradition got started for April 1st of each year. Many people think that it has to do with the calendar. Hundreds of years ago, people in Europe used a calendar which was different from the one we use today. Named after a famous Roman ruler, Julius Caesar, it was called the Julian calendar. The Julian calendar started the year on or around April 1st. Their new year began at the same time that people welcomed the new life of things growing in spring. However, the Julian calendar had about 10 days too many in it, so it made the year too long. In 1582, a new calendar was introduced, which is the one we still use today. We call it the Gregorian calendar in honor of Pope Gregory, who introduced it. The problem was that hundreds of years ago, people didn't have the internet, radio, or television to get their news. Word of the calendar change was slowly spread around by people telling their neighbors about it. Since some people didn't hear about the change right away, or they didn't believe that it was true, they kept celebrating the new year on April 1st. Others that did know about the new calendar laughed at them and called them April Fools, since they were still celebrating the old calendar instead of starting the year on January 1st, like we do now. All right, so the directions are, you're going to lightly color the pencils below in the colors that are listed. Answer each question using complete sentences, subject, verb. Underline where you found your answers in the text above using the same color. So number 1 pencil says, who was the Julian calendar named after? So you're going to have to go back up and find out who the Julian calendar was named after. For your sentence, you don't just put the answer. It has to be a complete sentence. So you're going to say, the Julian calendar was named after the answer, okay? And then the color for number 1 is blue. Number 2, what was the reason for switching from the Julian calendar to the Gregorian calendar? And that color is red. The number 3 question, when did the Julian calendar start the new year? And you're going to answer in a complete sentence, and it's going to say, the Julian calendar started the new year on blah, blah, blah. Okay? And that color is green. Number 4, where did people get their news hundreds of years ago? That color is yellow. And you're going to write, the people got their news from, and then there's the answer. Get it? And number 5, why do we call our calendar the Gregorian calendar? That color is orange. All right, that was worksheet number 1. When you get finished with it, take a picture of it and send it to me on email or text it to me, whatever. Or you can just print it off and do it like normal, whatever you choose. All right, number 2, the second worksheet that you'll have to complete this week says, ready, set, recycle. And it says, recycling is a way to reduce and reuse the amount of garbage that is thrown away. Every year, the United States throws away millions of tons of garbage. That garbage is sent to be buried in landfills. That is not good because some of it pollutes the land and air. Recycling means that some things would have been thrown away or reused instead in order to make new things. Many types of items can be recycled. We can recycle things like aluminum cans, glass bottles, paper, cardboard, and some plastics. A used aluminum can could be recycled and back on the grocery shelf as a new can in as little as 60 days. You might have played on recycled rubber tires and not even known it. The tires from cars can be recycled to make playground surfaces. Even water can be recycled. Recycling is important for several reasons. It reduces pollution of air, water, and land. It also protects natural resources like trees because they do not get used up as quickly if people reuse existing items first. So, remember to reduce, reuse, recycle. Question number 1, colors remain the same. Question number 1 is blue. Who throws away millions of tons of garbage every year? Number 2, what can we recycle? That color is red. Number 3, when could a recycled can appear back on a grocery shelf? That's green. Number 4, where might you have played on recycled rubber tires? That color is yellow. Number 5, why is recycling important? That color is orange. Remember, it's asking who, what, when, where, why. You can find all the answers in the passage up above. Remember to use complete sentences, and you're going to have to underline where you found your answers in the text using the same colors. Okay? Love you guys. Talk to you next week. Maybe face to face. I don't know. We'll see. I'll be calling everybody. I need to hear from you. Talk to you later.